Hi, in today's video I want to share a short time Bitcoin price action analysis for the next few weeks. So here we can see in this day Bitcoin price had dropped for 2.4%, which is kind of a big decline, but according to the previous few days, where Bitcoin has just been rising from the start of the year, it has reached a highs of $94,000. So what I would now expect, according to the volume profile tools, is for Bitcoin to reach some sort of price rotation, which can be displayed by this high volume node, which represents the accumulation of price at this level. So we had reached the 70% value area. We had first traded out of it. So if this wasn't a failed auction market, we could potentially rotate around $91,000 or $89,000 level, and from there on we can look for some bullish price signals on Bitcoin, and especially be careful with the news, because this week is full of red folder data reports like this one. For example, in 1 hour President Trump speaks, and tomorrow we have ADP, non-farm employment change, ISM services, we have unemployment claims, and NFP and unemployment rate, which is a big market mover. So I'll definitely be cautious about this price, because it still has the potential to draw back to the point of control at 89,000 price area. And I would also like to make another long position. In the one I am currently in, I am waiting for the profit target on $103,000. And I think the price just has to cool down a little bit after a big incline in last 7 days. And also looking at some other assets, XRP has also risen a lot in the last 7 days, and I think this was due to some news, or because Federal Reserve decided to cut rates by 25 basis points, which would make the total rate cut of 3.75%, which is also bullish for the market. And I think this is like the reason why the price of the crypto inclined like it did. And I think we're probably gonna see some more bullish action. This is just a minor retracement. I see this a lot when price goes for a significant bull run. I had also started using this Bookmap not long ago. I've been interested in Heatmap and volume platforms, and Bookmap is one of them. And the good thing about volume analysis platform is that most of platforms provide crypto data for free, because as you know, crypto is a decentralized asset. As long as no one is in charge of its price action, like for a Ripple for example, and the data itself is just more independent and easier to get. Now let me just let this load, and we can find some limit orders on Bitcoin. You can also, okay, so you can already see the price made a significant rejection off of this price level, where volume was accumulated, and you can see this by this high volume node, which price likes to draw back to, because if this was a previous area of fair value, this could also potentially become the fair value area again. So basically it's easier for banks and financial institutions to make quick transactions without significantly moving the price. You can also see the session volume profile on this bookmap. So this is the bookmap platform, and price likes to draw to the area where there is the most volume accumulated. And now we can see if there are any historical orders waiting to get filled. So here you can see one lying on the $90,500, and I would assume there are also like bigger orders down there, like this one, for example, at $87,000 on Bitcoin. There is an order, buy limit order of 150 contracts, which is a big order. This is like totaling a few hundred billion worth of Bitcoin. But I think Bitcoin would behave just as well if we just reached 90.5 thousand level, because high volume node is here, or not here, but like it's also here, like the volume, and I think price will start rotating around this area now. Maybe it will retrace to here. Again, this is crypto market, we cannot predict it, we can just react to its conditions, and based on the historical data knowledge we can make decisions after that. So this is really cool about the bookmap. We can like see live orders every millisecond, what's going on, how much buyers there are and sellers. It's a very useful tool for scalping and also for like swing trading, like I do, because you can see those big order sizes you can just not simply see with the basic trading platform like TradingView. So this is honestly my price prediction for Bitcoin, even though I do not really like predicting the price, but it's what we do. This is the crypto market, as I've said. So if this price declines any further, because this is what it often does after it enters consolidation phase, it will probably reject, and then it will move downwards a bit, and this is where I would like to enter a trade, maybe on this low volume node. Depends on how price reacts to it, and if there will be any like big limit orders on the bookmap. And I would aim for the price of 96 or 97k, because I need to be careful if my take profit gets hit here, and it also does it the same for the price, for the profit target that I have set on the 103,000 level, then this would increase my best profit made in a single day, which is $2,000 for now for me. But if it was to hit two $2,000 trades in one day, this would equal to around $4,000, which means this would then need to be 20% of my total PNL, which means that I have to reach $20,000 in total profits on the trading. This is really not what I want to do, because then you have to take bigger risks if you want to finish the challenge in a solid time frame. So you don't like need to trade for a whole year, you can just do it in a few months. But yeah, we can delete this volume profile. This is also one big accumulation area that has been going on now for half of month. half of December, sorry. And this is the past week, I think. Yeah, the volume profile for the past price action week. And you can see the point of control is down here. You can also see it here. This means that this had been like a good value area for exchange, but for now I don't think the price has a big potential to reach this level. I'm still more bullish on like all crypto market, because you have to look at a higher time frame, right? It's logical. As I said, I think we'll experience some sort of price rotation right here, and then maybe go to the upside. We can take another like trade. And this is the thing about the crypto market that I've also been talking in the past few videos, that the crypto market itself is just more predictable than, for example, stocks, CFDs, stocks, futures, and indexes, because crypto is more like talked about than Nasdaq, for example. Like everybody talks about crypto and has their own predictions and price pivot points. And I think it's easier just to develop some sort of historical pattern that you can then see in the future. This is why I moved on to Bitcoin from Nasdaq, but Nasdaq wasn't this bad after all. But I just prefer swing trading more, and I think Bitcoin is good. Is a good asset for swing trading, because when it moves significantly. So some days you may experience a lot of consolidation, and price needs 2 weeks just to hit your take profit target, and in some cases it can just go up straight in one day and hit your swing trade take profit, which I've also experienced. So I think swing trading is good for people who like are having trouble to just make decisions in like a microsecond, like you need in scalping. And in scalping you just need to be more like time-based person, so you need to be cautious about the New York Stock Exchange Open, which is important for futures and stocks, which is hard to combine with my life as I have schooling going on, and I just really don't like to do so. I just like to look at the weekly chart or daily chart and then like see some sort of pattern there. I don't really have much to say about crypto. This is again just a short price analysis of Bitcoin. Also, this is interesting on Ethereum. As you can see, you cannot see it significantly declining like Bitcoin did. So it started consolidating at the highs. Ethereum also made a high, but it didn't go much lower than this rotation. And for the XRP, yes, it also dropped for 4% today. But it's okay. I'm still in profit again after a month, I think, on my Binance investment. So I think this will be it for this video. So thank you for watching. I will make more of those like short-term price action analysis on like Bitcoin and stuff like this. Maybe if you have any like questions, you can ask in comments. I'll try to reply to them, and maybe we can like help each other with the whole trading perspective and like our thoughts on the future price of crypto market.